Hello and welcome to Take the Fear Out the Gear, the groove episode, the grooviest groove episode.
With him, Chumley Warner.
And him, Mr. Jason Bangers.
What are we looking at today, Mr. Chumley?
Oh, it's the Yamaha, never remember the name, R1x XX.
Remixer!
Yeah.
Come back and have a little look. This is kind of the forgotten thing, if you want my opinion.
Church. The groove.
This is a little box of tricks, right? How the hell you work it, I don't know. Side, if you just want to switch this on, right, score a movie, you could do that quite easily.
Yeah.
But when it comes to programming the damn thing, I wouldn't know where to start.
It's one of those things, once you know how to use it, you'll be the master. You'll be the Jedi master.
Yeah, because it has got some serious algorithms going on in this thing.
If you just want to mess around with the patterns and play and have a little groove,
yes,
you know, it's nice and easy. It's good for that. But if you want to get into the depths of it, yeah, it's going to take some mastering of the force.
Well, it's the Yamaha Romeo Motel 1X, so it's an RM1x, which kind of says remix, because it is called the Sequence Remixer. Now, it's got a sequencer on it, but I'm damned if I know how to use it. But it's one of those things where you just switch it on, and you go through the different things, and you get a tune up you like, and then you get different variations on each button, as well as being able to play cowbells and tambourines on it as well, which I discovered earlier on. But we really don't know how you work this thing, I mean, properly.
Do you want to give us a groove, dude?
Well, we'll give you. This is what it sounds like anyway. So here we go. Stop button don't work, so we just have to knock the volume off. So it's just an idea of what it does when you click the different buttons. Whether that's what you're supposed to do with it, Simon, I don't know.
I think just mess around, play, make your own tunes up and have a good time.
Yeah, and there's an awful lot of them. But what I will say though, it's now time for...
It's that time. Chumley Stats.
It's stat time, Chumley.
It is stat time. Let's dance along with some stats, shall we?
Yeah, we'll dance along with this thing.
Why do I say dance? Because this is like a dance orientated groove machine. It's if you're doing dance tracks.
That's all it is. It's just a dance machine, isn't it? I mean, it's got things that says jazz and disco. If anything, they're not jazz and they're certainly not disco.
Well, what it has got, let's have a look, because it covers loads of stuff. It's got 960 preset patterns.
Which is too much.
There's loads. You can have user patterns. It's 32 note polyphony, so you can have 32 things going on at the same time. And it's multi-timbral, so you can have like your drums, your bass, your synths, and all the rest of it. I think Jay said earlier it's got these eight real-time controls at the top. You can do filters and LFOs.
Yeah, I managed to get it to work, and I'm not quite sure how I did it, but I did.
It's got arpeggiator, it's got built-in effects. You can do stuff like time stretching as well. It's just amazing. And the actual voices in it, it's got 800 different voices.
Yeah.
So you've got loads to choose from. It's got the old school floppy drive on the front here.
Yeah.
And it's also got on the back, you've got your MIDI, you can have a foot switch for start and stop. You've obviously got your outputs, your headphones. You can adjust the contrast on the display. Nice bright display.
It's a hell of a screen. Yeah, it is a nice screen, as you can see. Just there, it is very bright.
So this was derived from Yamaha's QY700 sort of sequencer sound module, which was about £1,000 when it came out. So what they did with that, they squeezed it into a metal case and made it the groove dance machine.
It may be compact for its time, Simon, but it weighs a bloody ton.
I like it. It's nicely made. A nice metal chassis on it.
Yeah, it's heavy.
It's not plastic. It's just really nice. So when did it come out then, dude? Any idea?
Well, it's got to be 80s, isn't it? 80
higher.
90s, is it?
Yeah,
Okay, 95 then.
Close. Yeah, 1999.
Right, that makes sense because I'm hearing a lot of songs in it that I'm thinking this must have come out after Firestarter by The Prodigy.
That's it. And
Because it sounds just like it.
And this Yamaha were a bit late to the game because Roland had already brought out their MC 303 and 505. But at the time when this came out, this was the most powerful groove box of the time.
I'm not surprised. It's a hell of a thing.
So we should say what eBay prices. They used to be really, really cheap. I think Jay and I have got one, and we probably picked them up for like 50 quid. At the time they were really cheap, but now, any idea on price, dude? We've had a look today at the eBay prices.
Well, I'd say I wouldn't want to pay more than 150 quid for one, to be honest with you. So I'd say round about there, 100 to 150.
Yeah. Price is 150, 200. But what you got to bear in account is these buttons here. These are like tactile switches here and on the start-stop. And a lot of them, they go.
i.e. the start-stop, look. Don't do a damn thing.
We have no stoppage, so they're quite easy to replace. They're little tactile switches you can buy. But if you're buying one or you're thinking of buying one, definitely check out all your switches along the front and your start-stops. Make sure they're doing what they should do because they do wear out, but they can be replaced. So there's all the stats.
And MC had his hammer.
He did, and Yamaha had the axe, RM1x.
I honestly don't know what to make of this thing because I can't sort of get along with it. Can you? So if we find some sounds we like, right, and if we plug in a controller, a MIDI keyboard, what will happen? Will it play the sounds?
Yeah, and what I forgot to mention is if you can see you've got the white and the black here, this is actually a little MIDI keyboard.
Oh, so
because you can see like you got your black notes here.
Yes, of course, yeah, right.
Forgot to mention that. So you, as an all-in-one product, you can do everything from here. But obviously, it's easier if you plug in a MIDI keyboard.
Right.
So you can save your own sequences. Yeah, you can play any of the sounds. But as Jay said,
you'd need a week, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would. A week and probably the manual and fiddling with it.
Yeah, it's complex as hell. But I guess like with anything, once you stay in the bedroom with it and you play with it for hours and hours, you'll soon figure it out. I guess if we went on YouTube, there's probably videos showing you how to use one of these, which we might do after we've made this video. But what we're doing, we're basically just showing it to you, just keep the thing alive, because it's been in a box for probably 15 years upstairs. So I was amazed it come alive when we plugged it in.
And try and make sure you got the original Yamaha power supply as well. They're like a big brick.
Yes.
KPA power supply. That's what you really want to run these things. But yeah, they're great machines.
Yeah.
And if you're a bit of a groove box fanatic, then this might be the machine for you.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's just go through some of the sounds right now for you. What you got to remember is on every one of these patches, there's 16 different sounds or variations of that sound. Yeah. I'm not going to go for all them because I can't be bothered. It would take us too long. That's what I meant about the Prodigy.
I'm liking it already. I'll have to get mine out when I get home. Blimey.
Actually, if you're a DJ, you could just have this on the side and just do some scratching along with some beats would be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Or just record a load and loop them.
Yeah.
just goes on and on and on.
But there's no whack parts there, is there?
Yeah, there's no whack.
Mm.
It's all get down, brother. But one thing I will say is you're listening to it in mono because we've only managed to record mono because there isn't a stereo output on here. You can left and right it, but we're just going into the H8 with just a single lead, so it will sound a lot better in stereo. So you take that in mind as well.
Yeah.
But I think it sounds pretty darn good in mono. It's very punchy. It's very nice. Tubes and grooves. Thanks for sticking with us, and please subscribe.
Like and tell all your friends.
And flick that bell for notifications, Tubes. It's been me, Jason Bangers.
And me, Mr. Chumley Warner.
And we'll see you on the next episode of Take the Fair Out of Gear. Take care. We'll see you next week. Ciao for now.
See ya.